Hello and welcome to the first podcast from Square Ghost, building bricks from the other side. Basically, at the time of building my sets originally, and I will keep this short, I wanted a section where we would have the complete build, not just the day by day, bag by bag builds. And I thought, what better way than to share this with all of you and keep a nice collection of everything together all in one video than do a podcast of it. So without further ado, we're going to do on this first podcast Temple of the Holy Grail by TOKMOK. Let's get on with it. Sorry if this is a little bit shaky, as I'm just filming this off my phone. This is the first set of non-Lego that I'm about to build and review. We're going to do it slowly, step by step, and I'm going to start off by showing you the instruction booklet, which is quite well made, as you'll see. It's glossy, it looks good, and it's by somebody called TOKMOK. Now, I've never heard of that myself. I bought this off one of the Chinese seller sets, and just opening up the first page, you can see we have lovely figures, and I don't know if that's supposed to be Indiana Jones's dad. I don't think it looks very much like him. We have the bad German guy whose name I can't remember. I'm doing really well at the moment, aren't I? And then we go into, and his name again has gone completely out of my head. I'm doing really good here. Salah. I'll get it right. One of my favourite characters in all the films, actually, the films that he's in. And we have, I think it's another bad guy here, followed of course by Indiana Jones. So you obviously put the minifigs together first, but I've not delved into the bag yet, so we've got a lot to do and see there. I just wanted everybody to see the instructions, what they're like. As you can see, they're quite plain and good. I wish there was some, as I call it, like on proper Lego sets, the outline of where pieces go. Usually I like to build by digital because I can zoom in better if I'm unsure of a placement of a piece or anything like that. But I have recently done quite a few sets by the instruction manual, and I've been totally fine. One of those being the Fantasy, you told me, Sherlock Holmes set, 221B Baker Street set. Back to the manual. Like I said, it's good quality. It looks like a wonderful set. There's 150 pages to the set. If you look down in the corner of the front of the manual, it obviously says there it's a 12 plus set, number being 66037, from obviously what I said earlier, TOKMOK, and there's 2,398 pieces. I didn't say earlier, so you can tell I'm new at this, that the actual set is called Temple of the Holy Grail, and it says underneath there, if you can see, building block toys. I will try and get a better shot for you of the set. We will go into it in a lot more depth later. Hopefully I won't bore you to tears. all printed pieces, which I think is brilliant. There's no stickers in this set, none at all, which has got to be a plus thing. So onward and upward, and I'm going to get into the bags and I'm going to show you from the start to the finish. Like I said, this is going to be new for me, new for you, and I hope an enjoyable experience for all. See you in a bit. So here we go with the bags to the set. There's bags 1 to 6, and then 2 other bags that are unnumbered, basically with plates and other wedges. We'll take a closer look at each bag. 1, 2, which is mainly dark, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So let's get in to bag number 1. So we have the first excuse me, Lego bag on the desk, so to speak. Lovely printed pieces here, as I said earlier in the set. Absolutely brilliant. No stickers. I have already put the figures together. They look very, very good. And yes, I did rename them wrong. Is it Marion Ravenwood who's the lady and not the villain? I could be wrong again there. But yeah, the printed pieces, absolutely brilliant. And I'll just continue with the brick layout quickly. Onto another little tray to stop the little pieces from running off. And on with the build. And here are our 5 minifigures, which was the first step of bag 1, which I'll just quickly show you now. There they are. If that makes any more sense. And here is the finished stage 1. I will slowly spin it round for you and show you the lovely printed stickers. As you can see, it turns around quite nicely and easily, freely, as they say. And then this little sticker here, you pull this little button, if I can do it while holding the phone, which I can't. And as you can see, that will either, I think that will slowly throw something up at a later date. Really good build, no missing parts. Quite interesting, a little bit of technique, if for those who like technique. No real struggles really. Clutch power of the bricks, super, no problems there. And onward and upward to bag 2. See you then. Bag number 2. So here we go with bag 2 contents. Lovely printed stickers and a few plastic skull-like angry faces, as I call them. Look at them printed bricks. Printed plates, I should say, not bricks. Sorry for the shakiness on my phone again. A whole lot of black brick and black plate here. And on my tray for what I call little fiddly bits. So we're about to take in bag number 2. Right, here we are with the conclusion of bag 2. Build process was quite good, although you have to pay close attention to certain parts of the manual. Everything fitted together quite good. As I said, the connectivity of the bricks is fine. Although I have found one problem that I've had to deal with, which I'll show you now. It's better on the book, I think. This particular piece, which is, as you can see, like a triangle sided piece, should have been the other way round. So in other words, the flat edge should have been that side and the slope should have been that way. I've double checked to make sure I've built everything in the right way. I've checked all the bags. There's absolutely nothing. So luckily in my bag of spares I happen to have one which was grey and not black. I don't know whether this the camera will just pick it up. You can just about see it there. That is the piece that I'm talking about. You're not going to see it once it's built on, but nevertheless the wrong piece was sent. As for the rest, I mean, you can see again, printed pieces, amazing, absolutely great build. Lovely little setup there with the skeleton and then the 2 skeleton heads, the little body. Little knob here, as I showed you before. If you look, it moves these little cogs here, and I'm assuming that that will do something later. So apart from that little hiccup, everything went okay. And while I'm here, I'll just for everybody spin it round. Not that you're missing anything. The back, there's not a lot to see, just it was built. The front, you can see the gear work there. The gear's nicely fitting together. To get out of my own light, as they say. Nice skull and bones, as I said before. But all in all, a nice build apart from the missing part. Onward and upward to bag and part number 3. And here we are, the fitted base fitted together. I hope my shadow's not too much in the way. Totally connected with the printed bricks. Gotta say, I'm quite surprised really. Try and spin it round without breaking anything. Not that there's a lot different to see because of the black on black. I know that doesn't help, but I just thought everybody would like to see the finished base. Bag number 3. The contents of bag 3. Can I just point out, look at that, what a beautifully printed brick. I'm impressed. I'm well impressed with that. Lovely moulded piece. Onward and upward to the build. Right, this is step 3, bag 3. and very quickly, this is what I hope that we will attain to at the end of this video. So this is the finished step of bag number 3 of the set, and look at that. I mean, it's amazing. Super build. I'll show you the insides in a minute. I'll just show you the back first. Printed stickers again. Looks brilliant. Here's a view from the other side. I think the cobwebs to the when they step through before they have their edge chopped off, or is that after? And here's the front side, as you'd say, like the side that you'll see when on display. And again, just look at that. 2 little figures. Little side. Another printed brick, if you can just about make it out. And, excuse my hand, look at these lions. Lovely on a brick. Look absolutely amazing. Now the build itself, no problems. If anything, I'd say, when we was talking about clutch power earlier, especially the flat plates, I found some a little tight going on, but with the right pushing they went on. But other than that, no problems whatsoever. Good building techniques. Haven't found it at all flimsy. While I think about it, I will point out this little top knot here just fits on top. Doesn't actually fit solidly. So if you touch it or knock it, which I'm not going to do, that comes off. So be wary of that. But other than that, it looks super. Onward and upward to bag number 4. And while I think about it, if you like what you see or not, please click the subscribe button and give me a thumbs up or even a thumbs down if it's that bad. And I hope to see you again sometime. See you later. Bag number 4. So this is the contents of bag number 4. Try not to go too quick. Some nice printed pieces again there. No stickers in this set, remember. Not as many pieces as in the last bag. Looking good. And quickly, not too quickly, going to the manual. This is the part that we're doing or attaining to get to at the end of this build. Right, onward to the build. This particular building piece in this step, I've definitely had clutch power problems with. It holds together, but really at the slightest touch, this part here falls off. Propping it up, this part here comes out. We'll see what it's like when it's on the build in a moment. To be honest, once connected, it is a lot more stable. I'll come back to this a little bit later. Another worthy note on these 2 torches. if you can see the torch, it's just a little stud, round stud, and what basically happens is one of these pieces presses, if I can get it into focus, maybe not in this light, okay, it's about as best as I can get it. One of these little rings presses in, so as then you can get your little flame into position. What I found is that if you pushed it in too far, the little flame wouldn't go in. Tried with pliers to get it out, couldn't get it out, and in the end I just pushed and pushed and pushed with all my might, and then the little flame went in. So anybody thinking of buying this set later, don't push the little posts in too far. And there they are mounted. Another thing worthy of note here is if you push too hard, because this section, as I said earlier, was a little bit flimsy, it obviously falls apart and breaks down, so it might pay you to just take the top part off, clip them on, then put the top part back on again. So here is the finished bag number 4. It's been the trickiest part of the build so far. A little bit flimsy, as I said, with the clutch power of certain parts, although I do understand, and I will point this out to you here, this part here, I'm not going to do it now, but I believe once the set's constructed, you push or pull a lever at the back, it'll come flying out and in theory chop your head of your minifigure off, or just knock your minifigure down. I have a feeling that when you do this and you pull the lever, I think all this will come tumbling down as well, which will be interesting. But I'm not going to do it now. I'm going to wait till the build's complete, and then for the final display I will do it then. Again, what can I say? It's been an interesting build, an enjoyable build, but as I said before, as I gently try and turn it around for you, it's been a bit of a frustrating build, and I'm going to show you all something else at the back. When building this mechanism here, it actually comes with this elastic band, but you have to double it up and put it on the two things as there. If you double it up, the elasticity is way too strong, and it basically pulls this whole section down. If you don't double the elastic band up, the elastic band's too big. That's no good. So I basically went into the kitchen actually and found myself a slightly smaller elastic band of my own to do the job in question. I know it should be right, but it's a simple fix, and nobody's going to really see that at the back, are they? But like I say, we'll see whether it works at the end of the build. Some nice little plant decoration there. The machinery and the cog work again. I'm sure this slices his head off, or I think it does, at least in the movie. Onward and upward to bag number 5. I can't, although I'm, trusting to luck, I don't think bag number 5 can be as bad as bag number 4. Onward and upward to the next bag and the next step. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe and like if you like it, of course. I will just add here, it's looking quite good, and I think at the very least it will be an excellent display piece, especially if you're an Indiana Jones fan, which like myself I am. and for the money that I paid for it, which I'll come to at the last review, also where I got the set from, you can't complain, and I think it's well worth it so far anyway. Thank you very much. On to bag number 5. So this is the contents of bag number 5, and we'll just take a quick look before we start the build. Some lovely printed tiles there again, look. I think it's Greek, I could be wrong. A little one there for people to look at. And again, some little minifigure statues. And it's quite a few pieces. Another interesting, these are actually, I will show you, they are slopes, but they've got a lovely printed back. So there's going to be the Word of God, lots of plates, and then just the little odds and bits. We got the flames, some round single round bricks there, a snake, those little brown bits that I had trouble with yesterday, I won't push them in so far next time, and the orange cone. So that's the contents. Now to the book. As you can see, I'll go to where it says it is level number 5, and as I like to try and show you, that is where we're going. That's what we're trying to build this time. Onward and upward with the bend. I just wanted a close-up of this, just in case when everything goes together you can't actually see it. These are those printed tiles and bricks, and it all fits together. It's going to be a walkway, which you'll see. You step on the wrong brick and but I just thought I'd show you those bricks just in case, and I'll be back with a finished build not too long, I hope. This is a little book that just sits in the set. Another lovely little printed book there. I just thought I'd show you as in once it's shut up and in the set, you know, actually get to see the beauty of it. And I'm back, and finally here is the end of bag 5, and it's been in general a nice build. Some lovely bit of detail there. If anybody who's watched Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, you'll know that Indy has to walk across the gap, spell out the name of God, Jehovah, and he almost falls on the wrong brick. Now with this one, if Indy falls on the wrong brick, they push down like that. Look, can you see the G? You turn the little knob, and there you go, as if by magic it pushes the brick back up again. Very nice, very good building technique. Little snake there, you can see. No problems with the flames this time. There's the little book that I just showed you earlier in the position that it has to be. This is the path where Indy has to cross to get to the knight and the Holy Grail. And of course you can't see it in the movie, he has to scatter some stones or grit. And if you look here, it turns from all the way there, so I think that's very good. And decoration wise it's pretty good. The building all has been better than the last time. I'll try now and swing it round if I can without breaking anything, so you can see the back. Excuse my horrible camera work. There you can see there's a black plate there, back plate there. More plants with the cones, another printed brick in the back there, which is a shame really, because you don't actually get to see that when it's on display, but it's definitely the way it is in the book. I've not put it the wrong way around. But I can honestly say, it's like I say, clutch power's been better. Little bits and pieces of not been to what I call usual Lego standards, but in saying that, I mean, sometimes I found even with Lego it can be unstable. It is down to building technique. But I do like this one. I do like printed bricks, the word of God there, only in the footsteps of God will he proceed, and the path of God. Only in the leap from the lion's head will he prove his worth. And I believe the film says faith. I could be wrong about that. Now Indy's dad says that Indy has to believe, but I'm getting away from the build. All in all, back five has been more enjoyable, as I said. I know I'm repeating myself. I'm going to try and attempt now. There's the three pieces together. We only have bag 6 left before we've completed the set. If you've liked what you've seen so far, please like and subscribe, and I'm thankful for everybody who has liked and subscribed already. Really do appreciate that. Shout out to She Clicks Bricks, Stacey and Adrian for all the help that they've given me, and onward and upward, and I want to get slowly but surely better, and I hope you're all enjoying the content. If you can think of anything I can do better or anything that stands out, please don't be frightened to drop me a line, comment underneath. I'm only learning, this is only my first build and I've got a long way to go, hopefully together. Thank you, and see you on the next and final step. Bag number 6. Contents of bag number 6. The final step. We've got some big stuff. We've got a little bit of brown. Another book, I think. And printed pieces again there, look. And then here, one of the most exciting things, it looks like we're building the old knight, which I'm glad they've decided to do that. And we've got all the cups, one of which is the Holy Grail, and I'm assuming it's that one. Right, onward and upward to the build, and I will see you shortly. I almost forgot. So this is section 6, and this is what we're coming down to today. It's the last part, and let's hope it turns out like it should do. I just thought I'd show this minifigure, which is built right at the, or near the end of the set, and it's obviously the knight, one of the brothers who protects the Holy Grail, if you watch the film. Nice little build. I know it looks a bit strange without in his legs, but all will become clear later. That's his back. Nice little head and beard, and I just thought I wanted to show him just in case you didn't get to see him later. So finally, here is the end of the build. Sorry for a bit of a shaky phone. Look at that. Can you spot the Holy Grail, which one it is? I'm not going to tell you. Little things, the old little flames, printed bricks at the back. Little skeleton half done. There's the water in the tub with eternal life if you watched the film. And there is, let me just move that out of the way. As his sword's found out. There he is. Sorry for me being very unprofessional. I just wanted to get him in shot with his book. What can I say? It looks fantastic. Honestly, the build this time, let me just show you the back. No problems with the build whatsoever. Had to pay close attention to the book, if I'm honest, a little bit, but that's more me than the actual plans, the build plans. That's just me not used to building with a book really, which I'm going to have to get used to. But I've got to say again, look at that. I think that's brilliant. I will try and get the view. There you go. And I will be doing a full review of this set coming up in the near future. Please like and subscribe, thumbs up or thumbs down as I say, and let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the review. Hello and welcome to my first review on Square Ghost of my first set that I built. This set is Temple of the Holy Grail. TOKMOK is on the front cover of the manual, although I've done a little bit of research and I think it's by a company called We Game Coming, and I know that sounds a bit strange, but whether that's a Chinese name translated into English, I don't know. Anyway, like I say, do your own research. The set, as I'd said before, is a 12 plus, and the model number is 66037, and it comes with 2,388 pieces. Before I get into the mechanics of the set, the goods and the bads, I was asked by one of my subscribers the actual length, and I gave him a rough idea, but now I've done it properly. So the actual length size is 22.5 inches, which is 57 centimeters. The width is 4 inches, which is 10 centimeters, and the height is just over 6 inches, which is 15.3 centimeters. Right, down to the set. The price, it cost me a grand total of £50.37 plus postage. I will say about the postage that remember to check the postage because it's not free. But like I say, the actual price of the set again is £50.37. I'm reading it off my notes. That's $63.69 USA. That's $87.22 Canadian, and €59.55. Thank Lord we've got the good old English pound. Right, we're going to get into the set. For anybody who does like the set and wishes to purchase, like I say, you can always look at your own place where you buy your own sets. I'll put a link where I actually bought my set from, which was Barwea, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, which is a Chinese company. Absolutely reliable, sent me quite a few sets. You'll see the previous little short I had yesterday. I had 2 boxes come, going off on a tangent. Trusted company, that's what I'm trying to say. Right, onward and upward with the review, and here we go. So let's start off with the manual. Lovely glossy cover, front and back. Absolutely super duper. Instructions, plain, clear. Well, as you can see, I do wear glasses for the smaller things, so I did have to really concentrate on some of the placement of pieces, but in general the instructions have been absolutely fine. Nothing wrong with them whatsoever, and I can't fault the instructions really. Can't fault them at all. Minifigs, well, you can see here, and I've got to say they're high quality. The arms move and hold things, because I've had some figures in the past where you can't get the arms on, or you put one on and it falls off. That happened in a Harry Potter clone. But these figures absolutely fine, no problems at all with them. Look absolutely good, as you can see. Accessories there of a gun and a little skull. Indy's also got his satchel if you want to put that on him, which I haven't bothered to do. There you go. So minifigures, for me, 10 out of 10. No problems, all very good. Now to the build. Well, here we go. I mean, as a whole, the finished product, look at that. Absolutely fantastic. 10 out of 10, even though that's not my marking scale. I'll come to that another day. What I mean, look at that. Sorry for the shaky cam. Gotta do something about that. As you can see, each section is wonderful. Printed bricks are amazing. Build techniques, very, very good. Clutch power of bricks, no problems there whatsoever. Second part also very, very good. I think this is the one where we'll have problems when we start to push the buttons, and I think it will come tumbling down, but we'll wait and see. Again, look at those printed bricks, printed tiles, absolutely gorgeous. No stickers in this set, remember. Onto the third section, again, that lovely printed tiles. Look at the decoration, little snake in the background. There, you can actually see him. I will move back to the printed cat tile. The Word of God there, or they call it the Path of God, I think, with the little book, as I said. I didn't quite show this bit all, but there's another lion there, you can see. All adds, looks a lovely moulded brick, that really. Don't know if Lego have ever done anything like that. I'm sure you can put a comment in the section if you know that they do. And then on to the final part that I've just completed. And I mean, this was a lovely build. All of it was a lovely build, really. This I enjoyed immensely. I mean, making the table where the Holy Grail sits, all the cups that you have to select from, and you all know what happens if you've watched the film. Warning now, it's a spoilers if you haven't seen it and you want to see it. But that's the scientist adventurer guy. He takes a cup, he picks one from the Holy Grail, which he thinks is the Holy Grail, well, the lady does, and then he takes the eternal water to give him eternal life, and of course he ends up going, he's 99 years old. Cut the long story short, Indy of course picks the right cup, and of course you know it's going to be that brown wooden one from Jesus' time. Won't go there. Again, just look at the detail. I think it's very, very good. Whoever actually put this together as a mock, wonderful. Can't say too much more about it. Connectivity is pretty good, how the sets click together. No problems with that at all. And I will now move around to the back. Oh, and I will add very, very quickly, here is our knight figure. I did show him earlier, and he's sitting at his table with his book, and I think that is a lovely, lovely view. Right, I'll just switch to the back. So the back of the set, not as pretty as the front, but nevertheless you're not going to see it, as I said earlier. This is the part that I'm completely worried about here, where I honestly think, even though where that gear goes in, that part is supposed to come out, I think the entire wall's going to fall down. So that's going to be interesting in a moment. And the rest of the building at the back, as you can see, nice and solid. In other places it is nice and strong. I think it is where they're announcing the path of God. If you can, you just about see, there's a skeleton down there. He went and he fell off the path of God. So nice little bit of detail there. And like I say, all in all, it was an interesting build that we did. So we come to the moment of truth. The bad guy is trying to get through to get to the Holy Grail, and he obviously, which one is this? This is the breath of God, and he doesn't bow, as they say. He doesn't go to the floor, and this is what happens. He steps on the wrong thing, and aha! There you go, with a bit of a pull. I don't know if you saw that. He gets fired off there by pulling the little lever. That could have been done better. And then I really don't know how this mechanism works. There it is. Did you see that go? And it pushes through. albeit I know that my demonstration's not the best, I'll be honest, but I am doing this on my own. I'll have to get it set up better for next time. But you can see the little cogs working. You can see that everything goes up and down. If I push that, I'm assuming, so I'll take a look around the back and see where we go. So all in all, a very, very good first build for my first YouTube experience. Again, I'd like to thank everybody who subscribed, everybody who's just looked, and I hope I'm going to get better and give you content that you will like as well as what I like doing. I mean, if I'm honest, I'm here for myself. But I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you once again. See you soon. So here it is on the shelf. As the display piece. I think this would look lovely in a case. I think this would look lovely in a case. And what can I say? Thanks for watching. Comment below. So for anybody who has watched all the way through, I hope you enjoyed that first video and this first podcast from Square Ghost. It was really was an enjoyable first build for my channel, and I'm not saying it was perfect by any means, but it's a learning curve, isn't it? And it's just like this podcast, exactly the same. So I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you'll tune in for the next podcast. I intend to do them about one every month. So with that, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. My name's Kev. I am Square Ghost. And I'll see you all on that flip side.